looking for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Tennessee Titans. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. A spin string. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That's quickly out wide to Davis. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it?
force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. The tackle there by Ben Neiman. You talk about this Titan defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Uncorks one for Davis. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. Twisting away. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Titans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On the counter, it's Henry. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. He'll complete this one. Here, Cockrell. And he will be out of bounds here. It will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Shootout. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Titans. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. So the coach putting the blitz on. And remember, that coach, former defender in this league. He loves this.
Yeah, they love to see it happen because I think they just have that flashback about when they were playing, right? That's what we were taught. That's what we did. And they use that same impact with their own teams and do the same type of teaching.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On 1st and goal, they'll try the action left. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Malik Willis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Shootout. And that makes the score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. Third and long, it's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down,
On first down, it's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. A big pickup of 38.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now receiver in motion left. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now Herbert, third and goal. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. They snap it to Herbert, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position. Derrick Henry alone, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
And take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Herbert following the turnover. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
That's going to hold a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Willis looking to throw it. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Willis. And he has his tight end, that's Wesco. And he will have the Titans first down. They needed 4, he doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. Pushes past him. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 88 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, it's Henry. And we'll get it down to the 47 here. And quickly, they get to the line. First and 10, it's Willis. Forced, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Davis now to return it. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Get it together.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In motion right comes Allen. Herbert now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Set.
Herbert back to the air. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando.
Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
2nd down, here's Willis. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, LA! Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Great play to move the chains by Hopkins, who showed that he remains a great playmaker despite missing chunks of the last 2 seasons. Averaged almost 80 yards per game in 9 games last year.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how
Derrick Henry all alone. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 40-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Amari Hooker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the Chargers' 30-yard line.
Now Willis.
Caught by his tight end, Wesco. 19 yards there on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal.
Got a man, and it's taken in for the Titans touchdown. Chugacacro, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Titans add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. Look at the big man rumble. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham, 75 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel real.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Willis with another keeper. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw pulled in by Hopkins.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where there's
job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Willis out of the gun.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Charger drive about to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath, finding room at midfield.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
It's Eckler again. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Slot man moves right. From the gun, Herbert on third down. He's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown, Mike Williams with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
It's caught at the 1, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Henry running right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free.
And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
2nd down, here's Willis. He'll get that complete to Down.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Willis looks to pass it here. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Willis.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Well, it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Important extra point up and through as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
25 yards.
And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Willis.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Willis to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Here's Willis.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins.
And this will be a 1st down as well, but the clock continues to move. Willis will look to pass again here. Able to find Dowell.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Trap 60.
One final try here for Willis.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for L.A., they did...
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. Is this what the I'm in on industry games? I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get took, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck, home made way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent of. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We've gotten bored with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and that y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch this.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get took, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck, home made way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and check him. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street. Entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas. I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time. It's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking. We bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live an apology. I was lose opportunity and fuck, don't make way for a prodigy.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still broad day, live that way, drill that way, came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John got it. Grinding from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body, block, get a bill, real big problem. Whole lot of prize, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way, you ain't built that way. I been more in pain, way to broad day. Really short fuse, had a long day. Body like wow, like. You know I'm an Eastside, big TD, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, big, put a ribbon on it, get you give, rep, bet, that. Real, never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Woo, woo, woo. This not a drill, bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she poppin' for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an Eastside, big TD, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you give, rep, bet, that. Real, never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way.
I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hear nothing hate to say. Let us talk about it. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on a flight, take a trip to Peru. The hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm no mighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hear nothing hate to say. Let us talk about it. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it. I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more than dollars. Still on the ground, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka, I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true, 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 true. Haters are climbing your river like boo, 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 boo. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hear nothing haters say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it, yeah.
Don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction moments, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's such a